Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel of Welkin National School, Vasai. This is your maths teacher, Ms. Jyoti Singh. We will learn in detail how the clock shows us time. And you know what? I have invited Mr. Clock himself. He will be introducing everything about time. So just tighten your seat belts and watch it. Here we go. Hey, I am a clock. I am used to know the time. My flat surface is called my face. The numbers 1 to 12 appear on my face. I have two hands, just like you. But my one hand is short and the other long. My short hand is also called an hour hand. It moves slowly. It shows the hour. A day has 24 hours. So the hour hand completes one round in 12 hours and two rounds in 24 hours. My long hand is also called a minute hand. It shows the minutes. The minute hand moves faster. It completes one round in 1 hour. Come now, I will teach you how to read the time. See, my hour hand is on 5 and the minute hand is on 12. This means the time is 5 o'clock. We read it as 5 o'clock. We write it as 5, then colon, and then 0, 0. Now see, my hour hand is between 4 and 5 and the minute hand is at 6. This means the time is 4:30. We read it as 4:30. We write it as 4, then colon, and then 30. Now my minute hand is at 3 and my hour hand is a little after 10. This means the time is 10:15. We read it as 10:15. We write it as 10, then colon, and then 15. Come, let's see the time once again. See, my hour hand is on 2 and the minute hand is on 12. This means the time is 2 o'clock. We read it as 2 o'clock. We write it as 2, then colon, and then 0, 0. Now my minute hand is at 3 and my hour hand is a little after 2. This means the time is 2:15. We read it as 2:15. We write it as 2, then colon, and then 15. See, my hour hand is between 2 and 3 and the minute hand is at 6. This means the time is 2:30. We read it as 2:30. We write it as 2, then colon, and then 30. Did you all enjoy it? I'm sure you did. So, Mr. Clock has explained us everything in detail. We will now try to read a clock ourselves. Let us first recall what we have learned. We have learned that the clock has two hands on its face. The long hand is called minute hand and the short hand is called hour hand. The minute hand takes 1 hour to complete one rotation and the hour hand takes 12 hours to complete one rotation. And it takes 24 hours to complete 2 rotations. That means one day is equal to 24 hours. 12 plus 12 equal to 24. Let us read the time in the clock and write both in words and in figures. Look at this clock. What do you see over here? The minute hand is pointing at 12 and the hour hand, that is the short hand, is pointing at 3. So this time shows us 3 o'clock. How do we write in words? We write 3 O apostrophe CLOCK clock. Like this we write 3 o'clock. How do we write in figures? We will put 3 colon 0 0. Look at the next question. Where is the minute hand? Minute hand is not on 12. It has covered its journey from 12 and it has reached at 6. That means it has covered half circle. Half an hour it has covered. Always remember, half an hour means 30 minutes. What about the hour hand, the short one? It is between 8 and 9. How will you write this in words? You will write it as half past 8 because it has already passed 8. It is between 8 and 9. So you can say that it is half past 8. How will you write it in figures? You will write as 8 colon 3 0. Look at the next question. Here the minute hand, the long hand is not on 12. It has covered its journey, it has crossed from 12 and it has reached 3. It has covered quarter circle. So the quarter hour is completed. How many minutes is quarter hours? Quarter of an hour means 15 minutes. Children, what about the hour hand, the short hand? It has just crossed 10. So how will we write this in words? We will write it as quarter past 10 because our hand has passed 10, so we will write quarter past 10. How will you write it in figures? You will write it as 10 colon 1 5. Children, I am sure by now everyone knows how to read time. But reading time is not enough. We should also know how to find before and after time. That is very much necessary for our day-to-day life. Look at the present time. Our hand is between 2 and 3 and the minute hand is at 6. What is the time, children? Yes, you are right. It is half past 2. We can also say it as 2:30. Okay, so now how we will calculate before 2 hours? So before means you have to go back. So the minute hand will not change, only the hour hand will shift 2 places behind. Earlier it was between 2 and 3, that was 2:30. It will go back to 1:30, between 1 and 2. And since it is before 2 hours, it will shift one more place behind. So from 1:30 it will go to 12:30, between 12 and 1. So the answer is 12:30. Again, from the present time, how will you calculate after 1 hour? So the minute hand will not change from its place. Only the hour hand will shift one position later. It was between 2 and 3. Now it will move between 3 and 4. That is 3:30 is the answer. Children, some activities take a long time to finish while some activities get over very quickly. Today we will learn which are the long duration activities and which are the short duration activities. So we will have to write capital H for long duration activities and capital M for short duration activities. Look at the first question. Growing a plant. Children, it takes a long time for a plant to grow, isn't it? So here we write capital H. Watering a plant. It just takes 2 minutes to put water in a pot of a plant. It is a short duration activity. Here we write capital M. Traveling to Delhi by train. It's a faraway places we go by train. It takes a long time, children. This is a long duration activity. Here we write capital H. Arranging bag for school. Children, we were setting timetable. Previous night we are setting a bag ready according to timetable, isn't it? It just takes minutes to do that. It's a short duration activity. Coloring a picture. Coloring is fun. It just gets over quickly. It is a short duration activity. Always remember, children, half an hour means 30 minutes. Quarter of an hour means 15 minutes. 12 divisions on the clock show hours. 60 divisions on the clock in groups of 5 show minutes. 1 hour has 60 minutes. The calendar will tell us something about itself. Let's hear Candy the calendar. Hello kids, I am Candy, a calendar. I show you the months, weeks and days for the whole year. Would you like to meet my months, weeks and days? Come, let's start. I have 12 months in a year. They are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Children, let's recall what Candy the calendar told us. It told us about months of the year. That is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Children, we will have to learn order of these months as well as their spellings because teacher will ask you these questions in the form of fill in the blanks. Look at the first question. Dash is the first month of the year. That you know very well, that is January. Look at the second question. Dash comes between April and June. So you have to know the order. Between means it is coming in the middle of April and June. That is the month of May. Dash is the third month of the year. So again we should know the order. Third month is March. Dash comes after August. So you come to know after August, 9th month is September. Next question is Dash comes before November. November is the 11th month. So before November we have 10th month, it is October. So our answer is October. Children, we have seen there are 12 months in a year. Now every month either has 30 days or 31 days. Only February month has 28 or 29 days. So February is easy to remember, but there are so many months. Some are having 30 days, some are having 31 days. So what we can do is we can hold our fist. When you hold your fist, as you can see in the screen, there are some ups and downs. They are the knuckles. They are the joints of your finger with your palm. So there you have the counting. That will help you to remember which months have 30 days and which months have 31 days. So you have to count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the yellow dots are between the gap of the knuckle. So some are white, some are yellow. Alternate they are.
As you tap it, you will be saying the months. So the months which come between the gap of the knuckle, they will have 30 days. And the months which appear on the top of the knuckles, they will have 31 days. See, all these white colored months, they are on the top. They are having 31 days. And the months which are between the gap of the knuckles, they are yellow in color. They are having 30 days except February. So that becomes easy for us. Look at this calendar. It is telling us more information.
The months of January, March, May, July, August, October, and December have 31 days. The months of April, June, September, and November have 30 days. Do you know? February is a special month. It has 28 or 29 days. Every 4 years, it has 29 days. That year is called as a leap year. In all, there are 365 days in a year and 366 days in a leap year.
Let's recall it a form of fill in the blanks. 1 year has dash months. 1 year is equal to 12 months. You are correct. Look at the second question. 1 year is 12 months. So 4 years will be how many months, children? We will have to multiply. 1 is given, many are asked. Always multiply. No need to write the answer. You just write 4 into 12. Look at the next question. 1 year has how many days? Yes, it has 365 days. Correct. 1 leap year has how many days? It has 1 day extra. That is, February is having 29 days in the leap year. So here we will have 1 extra day. That is 366 days. Dash in leap year has 29 days. February is the month. It has 29 days. Dash is the 5th month of the year. Children, we will have to remember the order. You will have to count January, February, March, April, May. When you reach number 5, that 5th month is May. 1 month is having how many days? 1 month is having 30 days.
Now, I will show you a week. Each week is made up of 7 days. The 7 days of the week are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Let's recall days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Children, 1 week has 7 days and a fortnight has 14 days. 14 days means 7 plus 7. So we can say that a fortnight is equal to 2 weeks. Look at the first sentence. Dash is the first day of the week. Children, we start our week with Monday, so Monday is the first day of the week. Dash comes between Friday and Sunday. Between is the middle one. So between Friday and Sunday we are having Saturday. Dash is the 4th day of the week. You will have to remember the order. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday comes at the 4th place. So we write Thursday is the 4th day of the week. Dash comes after Saturday. That we all know, after Saturday we have Sunday. Dash comes before Thursday. So we have to go backward. Before Thursday we are having Wednesday. 2 fortnights is equal to dash days. Children, we have seen just now 1 fortnight is 14 days. So 2 will be 2 into 14. Look at the next question. 1 week is equal to dash days. That is equal to 7 days. Now we will learn seasons of the year. Children, you all have already learned in EVS seasons. So let us see how it is connected to mathematics. Winter, summer, autumn and spring. These are the 4 seasons. Now, which are the months that we have in winter season? In winter, we have October, November, December, January. April, May and June are in summer season. July, August, September come in autumn season. And February and March gives us spring season. Let us learn seasons of the year as per Indian calendar. Vasant Rutu, that is the spring season. We'll have to remember the months that give us spring season, that is March and April. That is Vasant Rutu. Next is Grishma, that is the summer season. May and June months have Grishma Ritu. Varsha Rutu, that is monsoon. It starts with July and ends with August. Next is Sharad Ritu. It is the autumn time. It begins from September and it ends in October. Next is Hemant Ritu. That is the pre-winter. It is just before winter. Now it is which season, children? Hemant Ritu. Winter has not yet started, but it will start now. So which are these months? November and December. After that, Shishir Ritu, that is the winter, that will be January and February. Children, I have given you the help box because at present you are not aware of the spellings as well as the order of the Indian calendar seasons. So afterwards you will have to by heart them, even their order as well as their spellings, because fill in the blanks will be based on them without any help box. So here we start. Vasant season ends in dash month. So you look at the box in which there is Vasant season. It is starting with March and ends with April. So our answer is April. The season of dash comes before Varsha. So Varsha is at number 4. So at number 3 we have Grishma. Before number we have to see. We have to go back. Third one, the season of dash comes after Sharad. After means we have to go later. After Sharad we have Hemant, 6th season. So look at the next question. Sharad comes between dash and Hemant. So we can see there and say it is Varsha. Dash season starts with January. So here we are supposed to write the name of the season. It is Shishir. Thank you for seeing this video. Have a great day.